If you guys are still looking to make the best center build on NBA 2K25, then I got you. In today's video, I'll be showing you guys two different center builds. One popper and one inside center. This build I'm walking on right now is my inside center. He's a 95 overall. That'll be the first build I show you, and then I'll show you the popper build. I don't want to have a super long intro and waste a lot of time. I want to show you guys the two center builds I would recommend you make on NBA 2K25. But before I do, if you guys are new to the channel, please hit that subscribe button. It helps me out a ton. And if you do make either of these two builds, drop a like on the video. That also helps me out. But alright, let's get into the best two center builds you can make on NBA 2K25. Alright, so we are going to start off on an inside center. If you want the popper build that I'm going to show you guys later in the video, I'm going to leave timestamps so you can find that build, which is really good as well. But this is a build that I made. I made an inside center and it absolutely dogs people out. So you want to do power forward, 6'10" height, 253 pounds with a 7'6" max wingspan. So we're gonna start on the physicals, which is what I usually like to start on, and you want to just straight up max your speed out. You just want to be as fast as possible with this build, especially being 6'10". Come down to your vertical, and you want to put your vertical up to an 87. Okay, 87, you jump so high with this. 87 vertical is more than enough. And then strength, you want to come over and you want to put this to a 95. The reason why you put strength to a 95 is right here. Hall of Fame brick wall. You're an inside center, you can use that +1 badge perk and you can get legend brick wall, which is what I'm most likely going to do on my inside center that I made, and I honestly do enjoy playing with. And then you don't touch your agility. You keep this on 59. For an inside center, agility really doesn't matter that much. As long as you're in front of your man and you're playing good off-ball defense, it's perfectly fine to keep this down at a 59. Then you want to come to your rebounding, and offensive rebound on this build is going to be extremely high. 96 offensive rebound. You get all 3 rebounding badges on Hall of Fame. So let's go over these ratings I'm going to show you so far. Actually, let's put our defensive rebound to a 92. But now let's go over these ratings real quick. So 87 vertical, 96 offensive, 92 defensive. Now the reason why you put your offensive rebound higher than your defensive rebound is because you're an inside center. On defense, you're going to have position most of the time anyway, but on offense, you're going to set the screen and you're going to want to go down and you just want to grab the rebound. So your offensive rebound is super important, and you need at least one of these to be 96 to get these 3 badges Hall of Fame. So I went with offensive rebound, and 92 defensive rebound. It's like that's low. 92 is more than high enough. You absolutely snag on this build. Then you want to come over to your block and you want to put your block up to an 84, and you want to put an 84 because that is where you unlock Paint Patroller on silver. It's basically paint protector, so 84 block is good enough there. And then you want to come over to your steal, and on mine, I put my steal up to a 73 so that I could get silver interceptor. You guys know how passing lanes are in 2K25 if you've played them before, and silver interceptor or just having max wingspan 6'10" silver interceptor is going to be more than good enough. Come up to your perimeter defense and put this to a 65. You get immovable enforcer with a 65 perimeter defense, and it's just high enough where people can't really cook you if you do end up switching. So come over to your interior and you want to put this from a 75 to a 76 because off-ball pest goes from bronze to silver when you do that. Then come over to your pass accuracy and you want to put this up to a 71. 71 is more than high enough for an inside, and I did 71 because you can see you get silver dimer and you will be kicking out a lot on this build. Then lastly, come up to your physicals. You want to put your driving dunk up to a 73 to unlock bronze posterizer, just so you at least have the badge. And then you want to put your standing dunk up to an 81. 81 standing dunk unlocks you silver rise up and these animations that I'm about to show you right now. But yeah, this is the build. I went over the badges and why you get each attribute to that certain number. Trust me guys, I actually made this build. I have him 95 overall. He is an absolute dog. He gets so many rebounds. I don't even have my badges maxed yet because I rebirthed them, so I have them silver and a couple gold like rebound chaser. But I can't wait to get the max badges and to get that legend, what is it? Yeah, legend rebound chaser. But let me show you why you want to go 81 standing dunk on this build real quick. And as you can see, this build is called a board hunting lob threat, but now let me show you what I mean with those dunks. All right, so as you know, you're inside center. The most important thing is standing dunks, and with an 80 standing dunk, you get the big man contact dunks. you get all of these, and this one is really important, the two-hand under basket athletic, so you would need at least an 80. And then the one that I like right here is Shaquille O'Neal, same thing, it gets unlocked at an 80 standing dunk. So I guess 80 is kind of the sweet spot, the important number, but I like 82 for that silver rise up badge that I think is really important. And then I would equip this dunk right here, the 1 foot moving dunk, the big man tomahawks off one. This is what I would equip on my inside center. But yeah, that's the 6'10" inside center build, board hunting lob threat. If you guys want to make a popper, let's get into that build right now. All right, and now for the popper build. Now, first things first, nobody freak out at this. Your height is 6'7". This is the shortest poppers have ever been in 2K, but trust me, this is just the meta. This is what literally every popper is making. So 6'7", 267 pounds, 7'3" wingspan. And please do not freak out about the height and be like, oh, well, I have a 6'9" popper and I'll dog your 6'7" out. That's not how it works. The shorter you are, the more attributes you get, which is why people are making 6'7" poppers this year and why this is the best popper build. But alright, let's get into the attributes. First things first, we all know what you're doing. You're a popper, you want to shoot. You max your 3-point up to a 79, and I ended up putting my midi on this build up to an 80. 80 is good enough for the midi to be able to shoot very consistently. And if you really want to, you can get your mid-range up to an 85 to get silver Deadeye, but I don't think it's that important for a popper. Next, we're going to come down to speed, and you're going to put your speed up to an 85. 85 speed, and you want to put your agility up to a 76, and your vertical, you want to put up to an 85. And then lastly on physicals, your strength, you want to put your strength onto 91. The reason you want 91 strength right here, gold brick wall. And then your vertical, well, you just want a super high vertical so you can get more rebounds, jump higher. Speed is more than high enough for a popper. Now let's get into the rebounding. Defensive rebound. Unlike the inside center I just showed you, you're going to have a higher defensive rebound on this build because you're a popper. It's not like every play you're crashing for the rebound on offense. Sometimes it'll be at the top of the key, you have to run back, so you want a higher defensive rebound. I ended up going with a 92 defensive rebound to unlock all gold rebounding badges. And then if you want to, you can use your cap breaker to get this to a 96 to eventually get the Hall of Fame rebounding badges. Come down to your offensive rebound, and you want to put your offensive rebound up to an 86, more than high enough. You're a popper. Yes, you want that's 86 is a good rating, but you're not crashing on every offensive rebound. Now your block on this build is just like the inside, going to be an 84, and then your steal on this build is going to actually be really high. I ended up going with an 85 steal for gold interceptor. I just think gold interceptor, 85 steal with how passing lanes are in this game is going to be really, really good. Perimeter defense, you're actually going to go very high on this build, up to an 85. So you get these three on silver and then immovable forcer on gold. This is much more important on this build because unlike the inside, you're smaller. You're 6'7". You're not 6'10". You're not gonna be able to, get bullied as easily. You're going to be able to get bullied as easily on this build than you are the inside. Your interior, I ended up putting to a 75. As you see, you get post lockdown bronze, paint patroller silver, and trust me, you don't need higher interior than this. As long as you're in the paint with your hands up, people will not make shots in the paint on you. Pass accuracy on this build, you want to put up to a 70. 70 is just a sweet spot to get decent fast passes. Now come up to your standing dunk, and you want to put your standing dunk as a 75, so you get silver aerial wizard. And your driving dunk, you want to put this to a 73. And then you have literally 1 point left on the most useless stat, and you want to put that on free throw, get that to a 56. And that is the popper build. I'm going to say once again, guys, please don't watch this and then start commenting you're 6'7" as a popper. That's not a popper, that's a ice. That's what people make as ISO guards. This is just what people make as poppers this year. As you guys know, I'm not a center first, but I do know what I want to play with. And this is the build that I would want to play with as a guard. I would want to play with this exact popper build. I think this is the best way you can make a popper. You can run this on 2s, you can run this on 3s, you can run this as a pro-am power forward if you want. Trust me, this is the best popper build you can make. And when you finish the build, you see its name is going to be a two-way board hunting stretch, which that's literally what you are. You're a defensive rebounding, stretch big. And also, if you guys want to know what jump shot I would recommend on this build, go check out my best jump shot video where I uploaded, and you guys will see for 6'5" to 6'9" builds, I show you guys 2 amazing popper jump shots. So that's it, the inside center and the popper, the 2 best center builds you can possibly make on this game in my opinion. Those are the center builds I would want to run with, and I even made the inside center. As you can see, this is it right here. 94 overall, board hunting, lob threat. I love this build. But that's it. That's the video. If you guys did enjoy this video, or you made either of these 2 builds, do me a favor, drop a like, sub if you're new, and I'm out.